financial planners are not fans of annuities. In fact, one of my friends said, "I've never met an annuity I liked." And that's pretty much true for me too. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And that's one of the things about annuities, is sometimes they just sound too good to be true. Then when you analyze them, you realize that they're not good at all. Let's take an example of an immediate annuity. We had a client who was interested in putting about $500,000 into an immediate annuity. And here's the way the immediate annuity works. You buy the immediate annuity for some figure like $500,000, and then what they provide you is a guaranteed, say, depending on your age, 6% income for life. So $500,000 investment and then a guaranteed 6% income for life. Sounds great. Let me tell you why it's not. First of all, immediate annuities are sold by commission-based brokers, and so there's a big commission that the broker gets right up front, the mutual fund salesperson or the annuity salesperson. In this case, 6% wasn't the best deal they could get. There was another deal that was 7% that was much better. 7% is $35,000 per year, and $35,000 per year is greater than the safe withdrawal rate we might recommend from a $500,000 annuity. And the person said, well, 7% guaranteed return, that's wonderful. That would be great. But what it doesn't take into account is 100% immediate loss of your principal. Let me do the formula for you. You give them $500,000. The first year, they hand you back $35,000 of your $500,000. The second year, they hand you another $35,000 of your $500,000. For the first 14 years, all they're doing is handing you back your own money. And so you haven't factored in the immediate 100% loss of your principal, and that's why the 6 or 7% return sounds good. Well, so for 14 years, if you die, even if they give you the rest of the $500,000, your return is 0. So for 14 years, you have a 0% return. After that, your $500,000 invested in typical investments might have doubled and then doubled again. You might have $2 million, but you don't. All you have is a $35,000 stream of revenue. And that $35,000 stream of revenue is going down by 5% for inflation. And so while it might have been really good the first year, after 14 years, it's not keeping up with inflation and it's not worth as much. If you'd had a different spending rate, you might have taken a little bit lower the first year, but in 14 years you would have kept up with inflation and you'd be removing much more from your portfolio. It turns out with our immediate annuity, even if you have a 7% return for your immediate annuity, because you've lost 100% of your principal, your average return is liable to be about 3%. And if you lived forever, for the rest of your life, you could never go over that 7%. And so an immediate annuity sounds like it's a good deal, but what it does is it trades 100% of your principal for an income stream which is diminishing and dwindling by inflation every year. It's not a good deal, and we don't recommend them.